And so the series resumes. Ladies and gentlemen, 1-2 Gunpowder Gulch. This is by -26 Lives. Hello, everybody. I am Pop That Corn 14. I'll be narrating over this level today and giving my thoughts and just playing through it. So, yeah, you know the usual. So, anyway, guys, so this is part of -26 Lives Super Mario Western series. So, the description reads second level of my series is here. Mario and Deputy will have to avoid dynamite, bounce over bombs, and meet mysterious new characters in this extra explosive adventure. And then here's the banger custom music that -26 uses for his level. Also, if you're curious, I think this is part of the reviewer sub role and staff, if I'm not mistaken. This was one of the recent changes on the site. Also, yo, Strong Iron coming in to review the level. My man, we talk sometimes. Anyway, sorry, I'm dragging this on. So I'm pretty sure just like last time, this is going to be a blind experience for me, so I don't know what to expect from this level. So Sheriff Mario has made his way to the mines at the top of Gunpowder Gulch alongside his partner, Deputy. They're on a mission to get rid of some illegal explosives just waiting to, well, I mean, explode. It's defuse or lose. Visitor? Visitor, and not just any visitor. Judging by your distinct shadow, you must be Sheriff Mario. Please come right in. We're about to start our night shift. Can I get your autograph? No. No. Hope you didn't forget about me. After all, I plan to defuse those explosives too. Let's move on ahead. I'm sure the path will be made nice and easy. What background is this? Is this like part of the SMC background site that OT made? I'm referring to Orange Tack if nobody knows what I'm talking about. Welcome to the mines. Sorry about the door. We use it to keep out bandits wanting to steal our gold during the night hours. By the way, be careful in the mines. We use a lot of dynamite. Is that actually a Minecraft movie reference? It sounded like it. There's so many parachutes in here. You think they'll mind if I snag a few? You never know when they might come. Oh, he's so gonna have them in later, either later in this level or in a future level, I bet. The sheriff? Must be bad news if you're here. Yeehaw, howdy. Flo T's the name. I'm in charge of the night shift. These parachutes are pretty nifty, eh? They let you fall slower. They're a technological marvel. If you're looking to do your lawman labors, go right on ahead. I had to tell you though, some high and mighty bounty hunters already got a lead on you. If you ask me, he sounded a bit too big for his britches. He was an odd stick, that one. Working the night shift ain't easy, especially when you got a boss who's cheery for shoots. Still, he's a good boss, even if he's a bit of a wobbling jaw. And his parachutes do give us an escape route. I have a feeling this is probably going to come in handy later, I bet. Or like fall down or something. Maybe in the cave, who knows. Oh, that's a coin. That just, it explodes so quickly that I didn't even react to it right away. Okay, I guess I can't get up there. Rarity here, let's see what my senses are telling me. There are 2 dragon coins in this area. Talk about a gold mine. I am raring to go. No power up? No. Okay, so I guess we'll go up there. Oh, is that like a bonus section? About to say, if I couldn't really... Oh, I can't go through that. Okay. Maybe it's down here. Okay, so that indicate. Oh, so then that takes you back. Okay, okay. I gotta say, -26. I'm really liking the visuals of this section so far. Although, yeah, the thing is, nothing against you or how you're making your level. I just wish the mole holes would. I wish you could customize them so like. You could have more reaction time when they're, you know, if something's coming out of it. Because I don't think you can really customize the time right now. I think that'd be something I wish to see in the future. A warning, Chain note blocks contain explosive inside. Look before you leap. Floaty. I don't know. I'm still thinking about SMF because in SMF, when moles would come out of their holes, it took them a little longer than it does in SMC. So I don't know. I feel like I'm partially still used to that. Like, even though I've played SMC for a couple years now, it's kind of just, I still have the SMF mentality. And by the way, I'll just say this, I kind of have been on and off with SMC. I'm not going to say I'm consecutive with it, but I probably should be for a while, you know. I mean, I might need a break at some point, you know. Because that's kind of why I took a few years off myself, just because, you know, I needed a break. And that way I didn't want to burn myself out, just continue doing what I wanted to do. But, yeah, that's just how it goes. And I guess that's a message I can kind of just give to anybody, especially Negative26, who's pumping his butt out to make so many levels. It's okay to take breaks if you need them. I think Shell Guy is taking a couple breaks, if I'm not mistaken. Speaking of Shell Guy, by the way, guys, I should get to his level next week. I'll probably commentate over it. I know I'm hot on their trail. I just know it. Well, oh, well, if it ain't the local law enforcement. Sorry, partner, but that varmint's mine. My name ain't Bounty. In case you couldn't tell, I'm pretty much known as the fiercest bounty hunter in the West. I catch more fugitives than you in my sleep. Guessing you're here for that bomb-planting outlaw? Me? I've already deduced their identity since we're both on the side of law. I suppose I can share with you what I know. According to the miners, said outlaw was described as having a large build, spikes all over, and a yellowish hue. Clearly, it's none other than the dreaded Kaboom Boom. Yup, the description matches them perfectly. I can't. Perfect, totally. Okay, he just combined two words. Okay, old Kaboom Boom's even known for using explosives. Besides, what other varmint could be large, yellow, and spiky? I'll bring him to justice, or my name ain't Bounty. Time to mosey. I like the wording for a lot of this, Negative26. Sorry if I kind of botched it a little bit. Warning, active detonation zone. Proceed through red circles slowly as they may explode without warning. Floaty. Oh, so it's just on a set timer then. Rarity here. Let's see what my senses are telling me. There is one dragon coin in this area. Must be well off the beaten path. I am raring to go. Oh, yeah, that works. I mean, interesting. So I guess he... Yeah. Oh, wait, that explodes that? Okay, I didn't know that. So, you know, minus the cutoff we just saw there, I just wanted to say it's interesting because he uses a custom background and then he uses the clouds. That's why I paused there for curious. This is really cool, actually. Wow. That's a good challenge. I like that. Oh yeah, and did say we needed one dragon coin. If you need to go back up, just fall down one of the pits to the left. It'll take you right through the Cave of Failure. Oh my god, dude, I gotta check this out. If you already happen to know that, then a good discovery. How do I put this nicely? Well, I gotta try it now. Hold on. My guy. Another cutoff. Oh my god. Another cutoff here too. Wow. I gotta check this out. I believe this is Paper Mario music, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know too much about the music Negative26 uses, because I haven't really played the games, but always bangers, am I right? Oh, I guess this just takes us back up here, okay. There should be unique dialogue if you fail. That would be funny. But, nah, I think it's fine as is. It's just, it'd make it even funnier because the Toad would be making fun of you for failing. Okay, what's up here? We have two different paths. I don't actually know where to go. How'd you find the switch? Whatever, take this. Oh, that's cool. You're kind of making it go in a cycle like that. Okay. I legitimately don't know where I'm going. Okay, actually, yeah, this makes sense. Oh, let's see. If only there were a way you could use up all those exploding blocks. Oh, shoot. I was not expecting that. See, my thought was just spin jumping off of it, but... Huh? Okay, negative 26. It's not really clear what you need to do here, I'll be honest. I mean, I didn't really know that was going to explode, I'll be honest. And that would definitely catch me off guard if, you know, I wasn't aware. Which, I wasn't aware, but... let's just pretend I wasn't, because technically I did figure it out. So, wait, does that mean these explode? Okay. I feel like that could probably be indicated a little better, because I actually didn't know that. Yeah, I feel like you need a setup like that prior to what we've seen so far, negative 26, unless I'm missing something here, right? Although, I guess technically Deputy does tell you, right? So, I don't know, maybe I'm just blind. But I think probably what I would do, negative 26, this is just personally what I would do. I mean, you don't have to listen to me, you know, it's just my opinion. If I'm going to utilize something like that, where I'm using a visual indicator, a visual cue, usually I try to set up a challenge to let the player know. Because you kind of have to give them that first-hand experience so that they understand. That's how I would do it, at least. So, if you do that in the future, I think that might be the best way to do it. Warning, no detonation zone. Explosives placed here could create a catastrophic chain reaction. Floaty. This has got to be the pile of dangerous explosives we were after. Not sure how we'll move them, though. Got a wagon? Wait, what's this? There's a folded note stuck to the pile. I suppose it's my deputy duty to read it. This note's really stuck tight. Let me try. Oh my god, dude, you're gonna blow it up, man. What are you doing? Okay, this is cool. That's cool. Hey, so it's actually not a cutoff after all. It's actually deliberate. Dude, negative 26 is going to make some comment. He's going to be like, yeah, this was intended. Or something. Whoa. Okay, he's using explosions as decorations. I wanted to do this in my Sky Castle level. But I didn't do it because one, lag, and two, it dragged on so long. Watch out for explosions. He has a thunder, okay. Rarity here, let's see what my senses are telling me. There are 2 dragon coins in the area. Might want to get a wiggle in there. I'm raring. Okay, so technically these are cutoffs. Let's talk this over, guys. Lesson today, these are cutoffs, but they're not. Okay, we're gonna go with that. All right, they're not cutoffs. I will turn a blind eye to them because I understand what he's trying to do with them. The decoration, it makes sense. If the decoration makes sense, even if it has a cutoff, then I'm not gonna excuse me, I can't speak. Count off. I was trying to say count and cut at the same time, so I ended up messing my word in there. See what I mean, man? I wish the explosives with the mole holes, I wish you had more reaction time. I hate it, man. I hate it. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of the visual indicators don't quite make sense to me right away unless it's explained. Because then once it actually is, because I don't know, I feel like especially if you're going to design like what negative 26 does, you know, the visual indicators are really nice. Don't get me wrong. He does a really good job with always, right? So it's just my kind of thing is if you're going to do that, I think having like an NPC talk about it or having the player go through sort of challenge to indicate that would really suffice. Also, I couldn't really see that. I'm gonna let this go. Oh, I have to jump off that? Oh, I messed that up. Yeah, negative 26. My biggest complaint I have about this section is you have the explosives that are, in the mole holes, which it's fine to have as that, like, kind of have a challenge, but you can't really see or have clear indication on them, so you end up taking damage just because you can't really see that well, right? Especially when you're using a vertical height like that, because I jumped into that earlier, and I didn't even know that was there, and so I ended up taking damage for no reason. Okay, let's try this again. It's kind of a tight jump, I'll be honest. But then again, it does feel like it did ramp up the difficulty just a little bit, which I kind of like. I really like seeing levels. This is just my opinion. I really like seeing levels that ramp up difficulty, especially if they're long ones. You know what I mean? Like, example being Shell Guy's Tower of 100 Trials, where it's like Pit of a 100 Trials from Paper Mario, right? But, the further you progress, the harder it gets. I really like that as a level idea and concept. Just the fact that you can make levels harder as they progress. And it doesn't even have to just be a long level like that. It could just be a standard level. It could just be like, let's say you're going through a castle or something like that. Oh, you're, trying to defeat Bowser or Boom Boom or something like that. We'll have to jump for it. And then it just, the challenges get harder as you go. You know what I mean? I really like that. Move. Oh, you can steer this? No way. No way. You can do this? Follow the money? No way. I've never seen somebody do this. Whoa. What does he have to say? You're seriously trying to strike up conversation now? Get out of here before this place blows up like a candle on a cake. Oh, I couldn't react in time. Oh my god, this is actually so cool. I was not expecting this. This is really creative. Wow. This is definitely the best thing I've seen in this level by far. Nothing comes close. It gives you enough reaction time too, so I think it's fair in its current state, right? Yo, we didn't get the platform bug. Let's go. And he just says the same thing. Okay, let's move on. Woo, well, if it ain't the sheriff and the deputy. Looks like you two made it out in one piece. Yo, can we get much higher? One piece? Anyway, thankfully I snaked some spare parachutes back at the entrance. They sure saved... Of course they came in here. Yeah, I mean, we had that drop-down section. I kind of predicted something like that would have... I mean, come on, negative 26 foreshadowing. I mean, it's not something that... like, he's pretty good at that, right? Like, when we heard them explosions, me and the rest of the miners parachuted on down here too. Naturally, I led the charge. I'm glad you folks got out safe. At the very least, I managed to snag out that note. What does it say anyway? Evening, Sheriff. Those explosives you were after were nothing but a trap, made to lure you away. With any luck, you should be blown to smithereens. But if you somehow survive, know that I'll have already snuck into the mush post by now. Let's just say I'll be planning to bomb my way into a very important building of yours. Have a blast. By ? Huh? What kind of trick? This note's got Kaboom Boom written all over it. My guess is that the important building is Mush Post Bank. Kaboom Boom or not, we're in trouble. We gotta get back to the town quick. Yeehaw. My parachutes finally proved to be useful. I knew they were worth investing half my life savings in. But what now? That is a good question. I guess we'll find out in 1.3. I guess 1.3 is where we go back, right? So, anyway, guys, I'm gonna check the editor to make sure I didn't miss anything. Also, yeah, we did die. RIP. Okay, apparently there's another Cave of Failure that I missed. There is yet another one. How do I get to this? Is there... Oh, it's over here. Okay. Good thing I'm checking the editor, man. Okay. So, we gotta get past these bombs here. Bombs? Ropes? You want them? Lamp oil? Actually, guys, lamp oil, rope bombs. Yeah, I know. So then, this takes us... Oh yeah, that's a visual bug in the editor. I don't know what causes that. If you play it normally, it doesn't look like that. Okay, so it appears if you fall in pits in -26 series, you don't actually die. You fall down. So I was thinking of I actually do know what I want to rate this level. So I was thinking, okay, I'm not sure if you want to call me I'm being generous or whatever, or if I'm being lenient, but I was going to give this a 4.5 just because there were a few things I did not really like, especially that one section that had the bombs that kept exploding. You couldn't really see them. It's a kind of a bit minor to really critique for, especially with the amount of effort and the innovation that went into this level. Like, don't get me wrong, the explosions with this, it's indicated pretty well. I mean, it's hard to understand at first, and I think the visual cues all around, I feel like could probably be indicated a little better. But it's not really that big of a deal, because even if you do mess up, it's not like you really lose that much progress. And even then, it kind of is indicated by the NPCs, right? So nothing really to critique too hard in that regard. So yeah, definitely a 5 from me, and I'll definitely favorite this because it's a really innovative level, and especially that ending with the escape sequence, right, where you're just falling down. Not this map, the one with the parachute. So yeah, I'm giving it a 5. I'm being generous because of the innovation that actually went behind this level. If this level did not have this, then I would be justified in giving it a 4.5. But all around, this is just a really solid level, and it's another amazing entry to the series that -26 has made. He always does a really good job with his visuals. I know I've said this countless times, but I'm gonna say it again because, it's true. He is really good at this. Also, this is just really cool. This section right here is really done, well made. Maybe the ending does drag on a little longer than probably should. Maybe the platform could be sped up, but I'm actually not sure how you could even do that with it being on a parachute. You know what I mean? So you could always split the maps up, but I don't know. I still think it's really nice to see all the innovation and the decoration just compiled together, and it really makes an interesting combination. And also, it just flows really nicely story-wise. Obviously there's a lot of dialogue going on between the NPCs, but I think for the story that -26 has written, it makes sense, right? And it flows together so nicely, and it creates very nice immersion as a result, and makes you actually feel like you're in the story more, right? So yeah, guys, that was 1-2 Gunpowder Gulch. That was -26 lives. A very awesome level, amazing entry to the series, and I'm actually looking forward to doing more of these in the future. I'm sure a lot of us are, right? So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me today. Pop that corn 14 signing off, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys. See ya.